Hey everyone, this is Mark from Solar Games, and today we're going to look at the next deck in the Warhammer. I realized I opened this the wrong way. Alright, let's try again. Alright, next deck in the Warhammer set here. So this one is of the Chaos. So this is like all the demons and people who are corrupting everybody. It's basically this theme here. Okay. All right. So just like the other decks we've opened so far, they all come with their, of course, the deck itself, life wheel, your instruction manual, how to play the deck, and your little deck box that comes with it. I still have doubts if these deck boxes are going to do anything with double sleeve cards. But I almost wish but these are so on theme, I don't even want to like throw them away. I kind of want to keep them, but I don't know what to do with them. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll be useful. Hopefully they'll just fit the deck, double sleeved. Even if it doesn't fit the tokens, I can carry the tokens separately. I'm okay with that. But it would be really nice if I can double sleeve my decks and then also be able to put them in that box. That would be the dream here. Okay, here we go. Let's clean up the field here. Let's zoom in a little bit more. All right, cool. Let's get started. All right, so hero here, Abaddon. Yeah. Okay. Bunch of played Nurgles. Oh, Plaguebearer of Nurgle. All right, cool. Blue Horror. Astartes Warriors. Yep. So they make Astartes Warriors too, but their Astartes Warriors don't have Vigilance. They have Menace, because these are the corrupted ones. So think of like, if you ever played StarCraft, these are like infested Terran, basically, what these are. Pretty cool. Anyway, so here we go. Abaddon, the Despoiler. Trample. Mark of the Chaos Ascendant. By the way, Abaddon is the son of Horus. Basically, the Horus actually was destined to be the successor to the Emperor. He was like the favorite son, but he kind of screwed up. He basically really wanted all the power, and he wanted the Emperor to give like the truth, right? Tell us the truth. And because the Emperor basically said, nope, we're not going to tell you the truth, he started this like rebellion with actually a good chunk of the Space Marines. So there's quite a bit of chapters of Space Marines who are just part of the Chaos. They're not part of the Imperium anymore. All right, so Abaddon, the Despoiler, Mark of Chaos Ascendant. During your turn, spells you cast from your hand with mana value X or less have Cascade, where X is the total amount of life your opponent have lost this turn. So you deal some damage. Now everything has Cascade X, and that's how much damage you've dealt this turn. So this is the Cascade deck. Your alternate commander is Be'lakor, the Dark Master. Flying Prince of Chaos. Whenever Be'lakor, the Dark Master, enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of demons you control. Okay, so this is kind of like a demon lord. Lord of Torment, whenever another demon enters battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Wow, that is pretty strong, right? Because basically, is this the best demon commander, period? That's cool. Okay, got the Herald going on here, Flying Cascade, yep. So basically, lots and lots of cascading creatures. Nurgle's Rot. By the way, Nurgle's kind of cool. Nurgle's one of the Chaos Gods, and he's all about like corruption through like disease and illness. So zombies, if they exist in 40k, they will be basically Nurgle. Yeah. Enchant creature an opponent controls. Whenever enchanted creature dies, return Nurgle's Rot to its owner's hand, and you create a 1/3 black demon creature. That token named Plaguebearer of Nurgle. Cool. So enchant a creature. When that creature dies, then you get a Plaguebearer, and you keep doing this over and over again. Wow, look at these. By the way, this red, these colors are kind of cool. They're like red, but you see how they kind of bleeds into the card too. So it's a red card, but different. I don't know how to describe it. They don't look like a traditional red card. It's almost like they've... I wonder if this is what the surge foil is, but we didn't get the foiling here. But if you get this foiling, you see how the foiling would have different colors because the base card is a different color. Interesting. Cool. So I think this deck is kind of interesting. It's just pretty straightforward. Attack. So this is attacks, gets trample, other creatures get trample. Yeah. Okay, that gains double strike. Yeah. Herald of Slanesh. Okay, so this is all the chaos. Cool. So Slanesh is like the tempter of temptress, whatever. So it's all about pleasure. It's like a pleasure demon type of thing. Lord of Locus of Slanesh. Demon spells you cast cost 2 or 2 less to cast. Other demons you control have haste. Okay. Okay. Noise Marine. So these are your corrupted Space Marines, right? So there we go. Cascade. Sonic Blaster. Seeker of Slanesh, yeah, haste. Allure of Slanesh, each opponent must attack with at least one creature each combat if able. Okay, so kind of like a goad, but I guess they can attack you, so it's not really like a goad. Okay, Lord of the Damned. Oh, the Lost and the Damned, okay. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control from anywhere other than your hand, or you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, create a 3/3 red spawn creature token. Is red spawn a demon? Because if it's not, then it kind of, let's see. A red spawn is just a spawn, 3/3, okay. Not a demon, all right. Bile Blight, okay. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. I guess you can target. This is a token destruction, right? So you can just kill a bunch of tokens. Here's your Cascading Worm. All right. Assault Suit. Cryptic creature gets, whenever you cast, yeah, okay. Cryptic creature gets +2/+2, has haste, and can't attack you or planeswalkers you control, and can't be sacrificed. Oh, so they really can't get rid of it. At beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of a cryptic creature until end of turn. If you do, untap it. Has it can't attack you or planeswalker. Okay, but it does have goad, so like you really want to have goad will be the right thing to do. Okay. You may have that player gain control of a cryptic creature until end of turn if you do untap it. So you can give it to somebody and they could like attack with it. Okay. Oh, look at that Chaos Soul Ring. That's cool. Wow, nice. Okay, we got some talismans. Wow, we got all the talismans. So they're just very abundantly available here. Talismans, I think before this probably were kind of expensive. I mean, I remember buying a talisman for like $4 or something crazy like that. But anyways, now they're just here. Worn Power Stone. Okay, Baron Moor. It's like every deck has one of these. Looks like. Okay, Crumbling Necropolis. Okay. Yep. Molten Slag Step. Temple of the False God. Whoa, that's pretty neat actually. Not a great card, but pretty cool artwork still. Brainstorm, yes. Dark Ritual. Oh, Dark Ritual? Do they have Dark Ritual in the... I didn't see a Dark Ritual in the Necron deck. Okay, alright. Wow, that's neat. Deny Reality. I almost want to buy multiple of these decks so I can actually like... but I guess the mana base is still not... You can't fix that. Okay. But I was thinking like you could combine some of these cards together into different new decks, right? The Bauble. So even the Wayfarer Bauble, as you notice, it has a symbol of chaos on there with a wheel. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, this command tower, for example, has a bunch of demons on it, and they're like all, it's like red. It's like the color is totally different, right? Backwater, you got Evolving Wilds. Okay, it's okay. It's the same, right? As yeah. All right, Lord of Change. Okay. Flying Ward 3, Architect of Deception. When Lord of the Change enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Okay. This deck so far seems pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of like text here. Blight Grenade, destroy target creature. All creatures get -3/-3 until end of turn. So you kill one, and then you kill a bunch of tokens. So if this is true, I guess there's a lot of different ways that other decks can deal with tokens. So it's not too bad, right? Great Unclean One. Okay, reverberating summons at the beginning of your end steps. Each opponent loses 2 life. Then for each opponent who has less life than you, create a 1/3. Okay, yeah, so you get a bunch of Nurgle demons. Okay, Mandate of Abaddon. Choose target creature you control. Destroy target creature with power less than that creature's power. Okay, so kind of like a fight. Wait, is it just target creature? Destroy all creatures. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, perfect. That's great. Mortarion, the demon Primarch. Let's see. Mortarion was Primarch of which legion? I totally forgot. Anyways, Primarch of the Death Guard. Death Guard is 2. It's one of the. Okay, well, okay. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay X. If you do, create X 2/2 black Astartes warriors tokens with menace. X can't be greater than the amount of life you've lost this turn. Okay. Huh. Can't be greater than the amount of life you've lost this turn. Okay. So let's say you lost 2 life. X can't be greater than 2. Okay. If you didn't lose life, so you have to lose life for this to work. Okay. Nurgle's Conscription. Put target creature from your opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield, tapped under your control, then exile that player's graveyard. Wow, okay. So there are a lot of ways you can really screw with Necrons by doing something like this, right? Plague Drone, Flying, Rot Fly. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. Ooh, okay. No flash though. Poxwalkers. Death Touch, Curse of the Walking Pox. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, return Poxwalker to the battlefield tapped. Okay. Okay. So you fight something, trade it, cast something from outside of your hand, then it comes back. Sloppity Bile Piper. Okay. All right. Man, this artwork is like crazy, dude. Look at this. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. This just looks insane. Wow. Jolly Gut Pipes. Wow, okay. 2, tap, sacrifice a creature. The next creature spell you cast this turn has Cascade. There you go. Alright. Tallyman of Nurgle. Lifelink. Astartes Warrior. The 7-fold chant at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died this turn, you draw a card and you lose life. If 7 or more creatures die this turn, instead you draw 7 cards, you lose 7 life. Wow. Cool, look at that. Venom Crawler. Okay, Lifelink, Devourer of Souls. Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on Venom Crawler. So it has Lifelink. So this is your way to gain life back because you're going to be losing a lot of life. Okay, Aspiring Champion. Menace. So all the Chaos Space Marines have Menace. When Aspiring Champion deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card in the battlefield, then shuffle the rest into your library. If that creature is a demon, it deals damage equals to power. Okay, to each opponent. All right. So, yeah. Bloodthirster. Okay. Flying Trample Demon for 6. Let's see, 6/6 Demon. Whenever Bloodthirster deals combat damage to a player, untap it. After this combat phase, okay. Can't attack, player has already attacked this turn. So you can just keep going. Okay, so this untap it. Okay, so you don't get to tap everybody, but man, you can get some infinite turns if you can untap all your creatures, right? Go in, untap, go in again, untap. Well, not infinite, but you can go 3 turns before you or 3 combat phases. Dark Apostle, Gift of Chaos, 3 tap. The next non-creature spell, yeah. So lots of ways to get Cascade. Looks like. Okay. Okay. All right. Keeper of Secrets, First Strike Haste, Symphony of Pain. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, keep, or secrets deal damage to equal to that spell's mana value to target opponent. Cool. So what is the purpose of rarity symbols inside like Commander Precons, right? I'm not really sure what the purpose is. Okay, Karn the Betrayer. Berserk, when Karn the Betrayer attacks or blocks each combat if able. Okay. Sigil of Corruption, whenever you lose control of Karn the Betrayer, draw 2 cards. Alright. The Betrayer. Oh. If damage will be dealt to Karn Betrayer, prevent that damage, and an opponent of yours choice gains control of it. Okay. So it doesn't die, and they gain control. And whenever you lose control, you draw 2 cards. It's not bad. Knight Rampager, Trample. Oh, it's legendary too. It's kind of just sits around, like trays everybody. Frenzy Rampage at the beginning of combat on your turn. Choose an opponent at random. Knight Rampager attacks that player this combat if able. Okay. Whenever Knight Rampager dies, it deals 4 damage to target opponent chosen at random. Okay, so it just goes in there. Yeah, so you can't attack anybody you want. You have to attack everybody kind of. Yeah. Let the Galaxy Burn. Okay, X 5 in a red, Cascade. Let the Galaxy Burn deals X damage, deals X plus 2 damage to each creature that didn't enter the battlefield this turn. Okay. That didn't enter the battlefield this turn. Yeah, because the Cascade, right. Blood for the Blood God. Okay. Wow, that mana cost 8 black, red. So for 11. This spell cast costs 1 less to cast for each creature that died this turn. Okay. Discard your hand, then draw 8 cards. Blood for the Blood God deals 8 damage to each opponent. Exile this Blood for the Blood God. Okay. It's kind of cool. It's a wheel, basically. So, bunch of creature dies. You can do this. You deal 8 damage to everybody. You draw 8 cards. Pretty nice. You board wipe. Can you board wipe in Blood for the Blood God? I don't know, man. That's a lot to ask, actually. Huh. Yeah, I don't think you could do that. I don't think you have enough mana for that. That's a lot. Well, that's not true, I guess. It could just be red, black, red if you killed 8 things at least, right? Yeah, okay. Chaos Defiler. So you board wipe and you cast this card. Cool. When Chaos Defiler enters the battlefield or dies, for each opponent, choose a non-land permanent. That creature, destroy 1 of them at random. For each opponent, choose a non-land permanent that created player control. Destroy. Okay, so oh, wow, there's so much chaos in here. Like everything is like, oh, hey, maybe it'll happen. Like I like how chaos. They basically gave them a Wheel of Fortune, so that's nice. Chromatic Lantern. Wow, that's cool. That's a fun reprint. Chaos Mutation. Okay. All right, so let's see. Draknoon. Legendary artifact equipment, Echo of the First Murder. When Draknoon enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature. Demon Sword, equipped to creature has Menace and gets plus X plus 0, where X is the exiled card's power. Equip 2. Okay. All right. Okay. Exalted Flamer. Yeah, at the beginning of your upkeep, return an instant sorcery card at random from your graveyard to your hand. So much random. Fire. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tezineth. Let's see. This is one of the demons. How can I not know them? Slanesh, Nurgle. Okay. Zinch. That's it. Yeah, this is how you. Okay, Zinch. All right. Fire of Zinch. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, exile Flamer of Zinch. Exalted Flamer of Zinch deals 1 damage to each opponent. All right. Hellbrute, Astartes Dreadnought. So they by the way, so the Chaos also have Space Marine Titans, so like gigantic armor warriors. Haste, Sarcophagus. You may cast Hellbrute from your graveyard, exiling another creature card from your graveyard in addition to paying its other costs. Okay. The Horus Heresy. Okay, here we go. So this is what happened. The Emperor fights Horus. For each opponent, gain control of up to one target non-legendary creature that player controls for as long as Horus Heresy remains on the battlefield. Cool. Okay, draw a card for each creature you don't control. You control but don't own. Okay, so that's like, yeah, so you get 3, you draw 3 cards. Basically, you could draw more, I guess, if you can control more. Starting with you, each player chooses a creature. Destroy each creature chosen this way. Huh. Okay. So, starting with you, each player chooses a creature. Destroy each creature chosen this way. So, doesn't it feel like that's strong? Because you're basically saying, hey, like, go kill a bunch of stuff. And you're gonna lose control of those creatures at the end, so they're not gonna kill their own creature. You might kill one of your own. Man, this feels really weird. Of course, if you have ways to sacrifice it, it could work. Okay, kill, maim, burn. Okay, nice. Destroy artifact. Destroy target creature. Yeah. Lucius, the Internal. Okay, Armor of the Shrieking Soul. Whenever Lucius the Internal dies, exile it and choose target creature an opponent controls. When that creature leaves the battlefield, return Lucius from exile from the battlefield to the battlefield, from exile to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay, so interesting. So you can kind of like tie its fate to another creature's. Yeah. Magnus the Red. Yes. Magnus the Red. Yeah. Flying unearthly power. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature token you control. Blade of Magnus. Whenever Magnus the Red deals combat damage to a player, create a 3/3 red spawning creature. Spawn creature. Cool. Mutilith Vortex Beast. Okay, Warp Vortex. Whenever Mutilith Vortex Beast enters the battlefield, flip a coin. For each opponent you have. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, okay, so if you win, draw a card. If you lose, that player takes 3 damage. So that's not bad. Pink Horror. Okay. Coruscating Flames. Whenever you cast instant sorcery spell, deals 2 damage to any target. Split. Whenever it dies, create 2 blue red demon horror creatures. Tokens named Blue Horror with whenever you cast instant sorcery spell. Okay, so it gets worse once you split it, basically. All right, Ruinous powers. Okay, at the beginning of your upkeep, choose an opponent at random. Exile the top card of that opponent's library. Until end of turn, you may play that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. When you cast a spell this way, its owner loses life equal to its mana value. Okay. Okay. Zangor Shaman. Oh, okay. I don't know. Sorcerer's Elixir. Whenever Shaman deals combat damage to a player, copy the next instant sorcery spell you cast this turn. Whenever you cast it, you may choose new targets for the copy. So deal damage. Now instant sorceries have, yeah. Okay, Pass in Flames, Decree of Pain. So this is all the reprints now. All right, I think that's it for Blasphemous Act. There you go. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. So as far as I can tell, Chaos Warp. Of course they have this card. What a great on-theme card. So as far as I can tell, this deck is all about Cascade, but also about like losing life, so you can gain a bunch of tokens. So it looks like token play is pretty heavy for all the decks so far I've seen. I'm fairly sure now, I'm thinking about it, like if the last deck is Tyranids, right, that's going to be pretty heavy tokens as well. I mean, Tyranids is known for being token heavy, so, or, you know, it's like it's a lot of creatures, right? So they're going to spawn. So yeah, I think that deck is going to be also very creature heavy and token heavy. So we shall see, I guess. Path of Ancestry, yes. Okay. That's going to do it for me for this video. This one is Abaddon, the spoiler. It's the the Chaos deck. Pretty cool. It's all about cascading. It's all about demons. It's all about losing life to gain an advantage. And then, of course, for the life you lost, you actually can get more stuff. You draw lots of cards. Yeah. And let's see if there's any special artwork here, or you just, yeah, because I guess you get 3 colors, so you get 3 different artwork. Cool. Okay, it's fair for everyone, I guess. Anyways, Mark Solar Games, I'm out. I'll see you in the next video where we do the Tyranid decks.